You are definitely going to want a seat at the absolute best Breeders' Cup seminar in the game, bar none. We are going to try and come out of the gate running, but more importantly, finish like the fastest car in the race. If things work out, we'll be shopping for Cartier diamonds. Nobody does it better. Tracking trips at Past the Wire, no matter what your level of play is. You know, people play the horses for all types of reasons. The action, the excitement, the thrill, the challenge. Some, believe it or not, even play expecting to lose. Me, I don't have that problem. I play to win and take down scores and have been doing it successfully for a long time. This is the life I've chosen. Don't go into battle alone. I do that. And you can have me and Tracking Trips as your second set of eyes. You can be a better. Let's win this fight. Patience, discipline, like a cobra, ready to strike at the right time. When we win, we celebrate, and we celebrate hard because the rewards make all of it worth it. Nobody does it better. Tracking Trips at Past the Wire. Be a member, unless of course you hate money.
All right, hello everyone. Here we are with another weekend at Keeneland. But first, let's look back at last weekend. We did hit 5 out of 4 again on our pick 5. We just can't get that last one, it seems like. But we did hit some other things like exactas and tries and stuff. So we're going to go at it again at Keeneland with Race Lens. So first, I'd like to thank Race Lens for all the tools that we have here to find those winners. And then also, if you have any questions, please send me an email at charlespastthewire.com. No matter what it is, if it's about ownership, questions about what trainers do, or even going to sales and buying horses or how to do it, just let me know and I can help you out on that. So we're going to dive into Saturday's card at Keeneland. And here we go. We're going to start on the 7th race here. All right, this is for 7 furlongs for 3-year-olds. It's a grade 3, the 1 horse here. Let's first take a good look at this 1 horse. The horse is first. Let's look at the odds here. It's 12-1. Excuse me. Chris Hartman is the trainer. He's a really good trainer. Last time out, this horse did really good closing. More of a midway pack type of closer. If you look at this last few jumps there, he was only 2.5 lengths going on the backside. And then the time before that, he ran a pretty much even race in a grade 3, going 1.16 miles. So I think 7 furlongs or a mile is his trip. If you look at the one time he did go 1.16 miles, he did, once again, mid-pack closer. He stays close enough to make it interesting. If you look at his early pace projections for ratings, he's got an 84 in the mid-pack, and the late pace is 110. So he does have a nice little kick there at the end. Now, for me, do I think this horse is a player? Probably at best on the exotics, the bottom sides. I think there's plenty of other horses in here that have a little bit more talent, I believe. I think he's a notch below some of these horses, but definitely has enough there to pick up a piece of the pie. So I wouldn't turn my head too much on that horse. Let's go at that 2. This horse, Julian Leparoux, is on this horse. Last time out, just ran out there and just gave it up at the end, coughed it all up. It was going a mile and 16th at Churchill Downs, and the time before that at Churchill Downs going a mile and a quarter. Does the same thing, kind of coughs it up, and then you go back on third race, 3 races back, ran a very good race, nice and even, third, second. Caston was aboard, but now we have Julian Leperoux. It's on the dirt, of course. This horse has got some talent, I believe. Probably a little bit of class. This horse is going to have to step it up just a little bit. Okay, I believe this horse could do some damage, especially at 30-1. This horse is going to be much closer to the pace because it's 7 furlongs, and it's a 1-turn. Well, it could be a 1-turn mile too for them if they do a 1 mile. But this race, I think he has a little bit of a shot at getting some piece of the pie. I'd put him in tries and maybe supers. So I think keep an eye on this horse, especially at 30-1. You got to look at that. The 3. Now this horse, if you look at the only 2 races it's ran, it's won both, done everything right so far. Broke its maiden by 10.5. Last time out in allowance, it won by 9. Junior stays aboard. Bill Mott is the trainer. Very dangerous combination there. Early pace is 96, 93, and then it finishes at 93. So this horse is going to be out there, probably your pace horse. If not the pace horse, it's definitely going to be a pressure horse. I think this is a major player here. You got 3-1. Angles are saying horse won last race as a favorite success. It's 6.7. This horse is very dangerous, I believe. And, if you go back and look at this workouts, the 13th, the 7th, the 30th, you see a pattern there. They're like 7 days apart or so. That is perfect. That's what you want to see in a horse, racehorse, when they do about a 7-day spread there. The Bullet workout right here on October the 7th, doing 102. That doesn't excite me that much. For one thing, I don't care about the times that much. I care about how they're spread out and how they are progressing. So this horse is a major player, definitely for the win column. So look out for that horse. The 4. Okay, this horse last time out, and look at 6.5 furlongs. This horse was a closing sprinter. Okay, well, he's got another sprint here again at 7 furlongs. Closing sprinters usually do well on 7 furlongs and 6.5. My question is the class, but this horse really kicks it in at the end. Look at this, 77, 83. So is this horse going to be too far back? Is the main question. I think this horse might be too far back, especially with that 3 up there pushing things along, or even having its own way. Who knows? This horse is going to have a lot of work to do. A major come from behind her player, not for me. I'm going to sit back, watch this one go, even though it does close very well. And the race lens angles here, horse won last time as the favorite, success of 6.7. They did have the Lasix on him last time, and now they're taking the Lasix back off. Is that going to be a problem? I don't know. I think it's fine, because this horse, if you look at this horse, when it broke its maiden and everything, didn't have any Lasix, so it won there, won 4 straight. So horse has got talent, but for me, not with these guys. The 5. Now this horse last time out of 7 furlong ran a very good race. Even though it finished 3rd, ran a very good race. You look at this, 8 lengths behind, 7 lengths behind. This horse was just inching on them. This horse ran against Prince of Monaco. Let me tell you, domestic product. Those are big horses. For sure, I think domestic product is going in the Breeders' Cup. It might be the mile for that horse. This horse definitely went up against the big guns there. held his own. You have to admit, definitely held his own. Player, I think this horse is a major player. He's one of my 3 picks I think could actually win this race. With the 3 is one of them, and him. This horse is going to be right there, especially at the end. This is a pace horse. Here's the angle here. Horse shipping into the track wins at multiple circuits. Success is a 5.3. ROI is 25%. And what's this track jockey? Keeneland Dirt. Sustained. Basically, they're saying this horse has come from behind her. I think this one is a pace horse. I don't know if this is really a true come from behind her. You got IRAD aboard. How can you complain about that? So, major player, one of my top 3 picks in this race. The 6 probably will be the speed of the horse, most likely the one that's going to go out in front. I do think that 3 is going to keep this horse definitely honest. This horse went wire to wire last time at 6 furlongs. When it went 1.70 miles, kind of coughed out the bid a little bit and spit it out, but you go right back to race the 3 races back, wire to wire, 110 flat, and then you got a 109.4, some decent times at Indiana. This horse, in my opinion, is a notch below when it comes to class. The angle over here, what we have here, the horse won last time out as a favorite, another one. That's really good. Now, this trainer, look at this last 30 days, 29% win, a plus 33 ROI, return on your investment. And then with this jockey aboard, the ROI is plus 47. So you're getting the good combo, a great combo. The question is, can he handle this class, especially the 5 and the 3, those 2 for sure. If not, there's another 2 at least that has a lot more class. So needs to step up the class. I'm going to take a seat back and just watch this one go. The 7, another pace horse, but this one will be more like, I believe, a pace horse. I don't think he might have a chance to go to the lead, especially with Luis Saez. He's a very strong rider. You already know my opinion on him. Excellent. 6.5. He finished really nice and strong, like he should. He was very close to the pace throughout the race, within a length and a half. Time before that, mile 16th, he had his way, wire to wire. So when this horse gets challenged a little bit, he ran an even race that's 6 furlongs the time before that. So does this horse have a shot in this race? I'm going to say a little bit more on the exotics, the bottom side of them. I'm going to say a little bit of a shot here. And the horse won last time as a race favorite. Horse ships into track, wins at multiple circuits. You can see that there. So I would put him in some exotics, definitely, but I don't know about for the win column. The 3. Here's another horse that sits really close to the pace. Now, remember, we're getting 7 furlongs, so you're going to have a lot of speed type of horses. This one's going to be right up on the pace. Sit there second last time. Couldn't quite finish the job. But when this horse runs a mile, look at this. I mean, he does really well. He ran 1 by 8, you know. Of course, that was at Cadbury Downs. This is a little different story. We're at Keeneland. Does this horse have a shot in this race? In my opinion, I'm going to take a seat back. I'm going to just watch out for this horse. And it's got a negative. Its running style has come from behind. And I do think this horse might get too far behind in the beginning. So I think he's going to have to make up a lot of ground. So for me, I'm taking a pass. The 9. Here's another one with semi-pressure type of early speed style. Safi Joseph, look at this 24% win. He's doing really good in the last 30 times. They got a plus 11% with the jockey, which is Tyler Gaffleone. Tyler Gaffleone, one of the top riders in the country and definitely one of the top riders at Keeneland. Last time out, did finish 3rd. Was right there and then kind of gave it up at the end, just gave up. Time before that, ran pretty much even throughout the race. He was sixth, 2.5, 2.25, and then third, 2.5, and then third, 2.5, and then he was third, 2. Pretty much even. So it just depends on what type of race setup this horse will get. I think this horse needs to pick it up a little bit. I just don't know if it's for this level. So I'm going to take a pass. The 10. Interesting horse. They're bringing this horse in. Excuse me. They're bringing this horse in, this horse locked. This horse has ran very, very well at grade 1s. This is drop in a class. Well, drop in a class for this horse. But this horse has not ran since November the 23rd. And going against these type of horses, these horses are no slouches. Like I said, the 3 and the 5 are definitely one of my win type of horses. Well, if this horse is ready, which I believe this horse is ready, because Todd Pletcher, when he sends them out, they bring off of 6 months or more, he's at 20% win. That's good enough for me. So I believe this horse will be ready. Nice even workouts. You got the 12th, the 3rd, September the 24th, and then September the 15th. Boom, boom, boom. Perfect distance between workouts. Nice even workouts. Jose Ortiz is aboard. Worked this horse before. So this is a major player. 7-2, major player. So I have 3 horses I think could really win this race. I had a really tough time who to pick, who would win. And it's definitely one of those type of races that you kind of have to look at that. Plus a couple of other horses that I think are on the bottom side of things are kind of good major players. But for me in this race, I think this is one of the top ones. Todd Pletcher. Last race beaten favorite, success the next time out is 7.2. Excellent. The 11. Done everything right so far. On a muddy track, on a fast track, wins by 4 lengths each time. I just don't know if this is the level for this horse. It's going to have to step it up a notch or two to compete against these big guns. 30 to 1, I would definitely demand that type of price, if not higher, if I was going to play this horse. The 12. Now this horse, last time out, I don't know what the heck happened there. In the Derby, it was the Derby, right? You almost have to put a line through every horse except for your top 3, sometimes your top 4 horses, and that's it. I mean, you just have to scratch that race. Don't ever look at it ever again. And even the top 3 or top 4, sometimes you look at it and they're like, they kind of got a little lucky that a hole opened up or somebody was bumping the other one, and you get the run by. So scratch that race. Let's go back to the Keeneland race when he was in the Bluegrass. Ran an excellent race. This horse was third. Ran even, nice and even against Sierra Leone. No slouch. Sierra Leone won that race. So is this horse ready? It's been off for a while. This trainer's got some decent work pattern here. You got the 11th, 4th, the 26th, and then the 18th of September. So you got a nice little pattern there. Is this horse ready? Once again, this is a tough race to be ready in. And this is more of a speed horse. If you look back on his first 3 races this horse has ever ran, it's more speed. So I'm going to take a step back and just watch this one, but I am not thinking that this horse is a slouch. I'm just, I think not today on this race. Come on. There we go. 13. Yeah, there we go. 13. All right. Michael Maker. This is also eligible, by the way, so this horse is not in the race. But interesting. This horse has been doing kind of almost everything right. He had 1 clunker. Was in a stakes graded 3, ran 4th against domestic product. So we'll forgive him on that one race only, but you run all these other 6 furlong races, boom, win, boom, win, boom, win. And then he got a third here, ran good at Churchill Downs. Rally, it was a late rally, so watch out for this horse. If this horse gets in the race, could have a shot. This is a little bit of a come from behind horse, I must agree. I don't think he's going to be too far behind. It does have a little speed there, but watch out if this horse draws in. I think this horse could be a player if he draws in, so don't toss this horse off your radar, okay? Now, so that's what it looks like in that race. So we're going to go next and see what Race Lens has for us, how they project how this race is going to turn out, how it's going to be run. And here we go. All right, race 7. Here we go. Early pace, look at this. Look how bunched up they are. 3, the 10, the 11, the 12. Remember I told you there's tons of speed in here. And then you also have the 1, the 2, which I think the 2 has some good speed also. That 2 is very dangerous. Very, very dangerous. 7 and 14. That horse is back at its game. The 2, by the way, is back at its right distance, where it could do some serious damage. That horse did not belong in the Derby when it ran in the Derby, but you look at this now. That horse will definitely be right there in the thick of things. Now, so there it is. It really doesn't change much about halfway through that race at all. So we're going to have to go to the finish, and this is how they project it. They say the 10, the one that's been off for a while, has a lot of talent. Remember I told you, will Pletcher have this horse ready? He has the 10. The 5 is the second choice. The 10 is at 34%. 10 is 5 is at 26%. Then they have that 1 at 15%. The 3 basically 5%, and then 13. See, they even have the 13. If this horse draws in, they're even scared. They think that horse has talent. So myself, I see it as 3, 10, 5, 2, 13. Possibly even the 7 right there too. So that's how I see it. You're probably wondering how I have adjusted this track for Keeneland here. This is what my adjustments are. I did class is the most important thing, and then it said speed, form, and distance are all 3s, same with the pace and trainer and the track conditions. We have another high deal is they have to like this track. Yes, jockey trainer is at a 2 and Angles is at a 2. I always say that the trainer is worth at least 1 more point more than the jockey, because the trainer has to see him every day, get him ready, and have him 100% in shape, ready to rock and roll. All right, so now we're going to skip over the 8th, and we're going to go straight to the 9th, which is another stakes race here at Keeneland. And we're going to the 9th. Okay, and this race is 7 furlongs. Yeah, 7 furlongs, and for 3-year-olds. And this is for fillies, though. Okay, the 1 ran decent, pretty much even against My Main Squeeze. That horse is a super tough horse. Player, I think so, because especially if you look back at one race before that, ran very close to the pace. Boom. Nails them right at the wire, starts pulling away, and another race there at 6.5 furlongs, the same thing. So really 3, possibly 4 good races in a row. Cannot put down this horse at all. There's no angle here. They think the early pace is at 91, 86, and 84. I think this horse is probably a little bit better than that 84 that they're giving this horse credit for. Does this horse have a shot at this? Is this a player? Yeah, it's a player, but I don't know if it's quite a main player. I'm going to say more on the trifectas, maybe even exactas, but definitely a player. The 2. Another horse that ran very even last time out in 6 furlongs. Didn't really do much at the end. The time before that, same thing. Was really right there, close. Should have done something. Didn't quite do it. But this horse is in excellent shape. You could tell every time the horse never really runs a bad race. So my question is, Irad rode this horse last time out. Did well, lost by a length. Irad's coming back on this horse. This is a pressure type horse. If he could get this horse just a tad bit closer to the leader and keep her there, I think this horse could do some damage. Look at the trainer here, ROI in the last 30 days, plus 118%. Unbelievable. So, player, yes. Could be a major player for the exactas, maybe, but I don't know about for the win. I'm going to be a little reserved on the win part, but definitely has a shot to do something. The 3, my main squeeze. Yep, I told you this horse is a monster. This horse even ran up against Torpedo Anna. Has done well. It's very close. Ran against Ways and Means. That's probably a favorite in the sprint and Breeders' Cup, the Philly Sprint. That's probably your favorite. So it's tough to say that this horse is a slouch. So this horse has really kept up with some great company. Last time out, 7 furlongs, won pretty much with ease. The time before that 7 furlong, kind of didn't break that well. Had to make up some ground. We'll excuse that race. Time before that was sitting there pressuring all the way. But guess who she ran into? Ways and Means. That horse is the favorite in the Breeders' Cup Sprint. Or should be. Race Lens Angle. Horse won last race as a favorite. Success score of 6.7. Look at this early pace, 86. Middle pace, 86. Look at that late pace, 100. Michael Maker, Luis Saez, enough said. This is a major, major player for the win column. The 4 has done nothing wrong in the last 4 races. Nothing. Ran perfect, broke well, set very close to the pace, took over when it was supposed to take over. The perfect style of running for this type of race. Early pace is 90, 89, 103. Racing an angle, ships in. Horse shipping into track wins at multiple circuits. There's not much more to say. This horse has a lot of talent. But, man, this horse is running up against some big dogs here, man. Let me tell you, there's some good horses in this race. And I'm just going to say she's a notch below. I'm just going to have to take a seat back. But I cannot blame the owners, or any of the connections, the trainer, the owners, for trying here. This horse is going from turf to dirt. So I'm going to just take a seat back. The 5. Last time out, showed some early speed, got bumped and everything in the beginning, but kept on with it. So it was really right there battling it with Ways and Means. Major player here. Major. The time before that, won pretty easy. Right at the end, just blew by everybody. Time before that, just pulled away from everybody. Time before that, pulled away from everybody. So this horse's kryptonite was Ways and Means, I guess. So this horse is a major player. We got Cox that is 31% in the win column for the last 30 days. Gotta like that. And you got Tyler Gaffleone, one of the top jocks, like I said before, in the country, and especially at this track. And this horse runs pretty much even 97, 90, 94, 96, so pretty much even all the way around. Definitely for the win column. With that 3, I think one of these 2 are your top 2. So look out for that horse also. The 6 ran pretty much even the last 1, 2, 3, 4 races, pretty much even. So this horse, to me, needs to wake up a little bit, needs to show a little bit more. Even though it's been right there, it's just not got that oomph to get past anybody. Doesn't like passing horses very much. You got to go back to September the 16th to find its last win. Did win pretty easy. It ate lengths in a mile. So it's the right distance for this horse. And Kenny McPeak and Hernandez as the jock. Great combination there and everything there, but I'm going to have to stop and watch this race on this horse. I just cannot put my money today on this horse because she needs to start showing that she wants to pass horses. Last race for this horse, the 7, sits very close to the pace. This might be one of your pace setters too, or a pressure horse. Won last time by a head. But the thing is this class a little bit too much for this horse. Horse has got a lot of talent. It's been doing everything kind of right. Really hasn't thrown in a real bad race. When she ran 7 furlongs this one time, she went out too fast, I think, in that early race. So she needed to settle down. Luis Saez rode her back to back. But now today you got Jose Ortiz. You got 12-1. Kind of a player. I'd put her more on the bottom side of some of those exotics. So I think she needs to pick it up just a little bit to compete with this kind. The 8. It's only ran twice. Done good both times. Maiden going straight into a race like this. That's asking a lot, especially when her numbers are not super flashy. She ran 6.5 furlongs and 118, but the 6 furlong marker was 112. You need about a 109 or 110 to compete against this type of horses. So not for my money today. And then the 9. Another horse here that has speed, pressure type of horse. Gave it up last time up just at the end. Time before that, 6 furlongs. Did okay, ran a 110.2. Projected rating pace is 84, 90, and then a 110. Does have a decent kick at the end, even though she's more of a front runner pressure type horse. I don't know if you're going to see her on the front end, but she's going to be up there very close. Player, not for me. I'm just going to sit back. I think I got my horses. I think I have the right amount of horses for this race. But maybe next time. And this horse, the 10 horse last time out, really spit out the bit last time. Gave it all up. There was nothing left in the tank for this horse. Time before that, did run 7 furlongs, won by 9.5. So I can't blame them from jumping up to a grade 2 in that last time. But grade 2, it looks like it's way too much class for this horse. This needs to be on a small stakes type of races. So for me, I'm taking a pass. And you look at beaten favorites, Jockey Switch. It's a good angle, but not for me and not today. All right. So there's the past performances of it, and we're going to see what Race Lens has, how they project this race is going to go, and we'll check it out. price tag. The early going. They have the 1, 5, basically the 4 and the 3, maybe even the 10. Like I told you, the 10 has some speed too. Kind of see it like that a little bit. I think the 3, I don't know if the 5 will be out in front like they have it. I think the 1 and the 5 will switch spots, and the 3 will be in the third spot possibly. But I don't think it's going to be far off this, what they say here. You look at the middle part of the pack, the 5 takes over. You got the 1, 4, 9 and the 2, 3 back there. But look how they had it finish. 5 at 36%, the 3 at 30%, the 1 at 15, 2 at 4, and then 4 at 3. I see it 3, 5, 2, 1. I almost had it the same they do. You want to check out some odds here. True odds is the 1 is 6-1, morning line is 10. My main squeeze, the 3, which I think that the 3 is definitely a tough horse here. 2-1 is the true odds. Morning line is 4-1. I don't think we're going to get 4-1 on this horse. I think between the 5 and the 3, it's going to be who's going to be the favorite. So we'll see how that works out. So I don't see you're gonna get 4-1. But you never know, of course, right? So once again, everyone, please subscribe to the show down below, and there's a little bell there. You hit that, and you will be alerted every time we have a show. You will get all the shows themselves. Once again, if you have any questions, please email me. Everybody that has emailed me knows that I will reply and give the answers if you're asking a question. So before we go, I'm going to give you what I have as my pick 5 for Keeneland. Here we go. All right. Of course, once again, the sixth race starts the pick 5. In the 6th race, I do like 4, 1, 10, 6. I'm going to put, the win on the 4 there. Got to exact the 4 over the 1. Then then we'll look at that pick 5. The pick 5. In the first leg, which is race 6, I'm singling the 4. Once again, like last week, which I did hit the single, but if you happen to miss the single, you could adjust and play a pick 4, later on. But my singles have yet to miss. I should be knocking on wood, right? There we go. And there's the 4. I've got a single there in the first leg, which is the 6th. The second leg, the 7th race, I'm going pretty big here. I'm going to take 6 horses. The 3, 10, 5, 2, 13, and 7. Remember we were talking about that 13 if it gets in that one race. But I'm going to do those 6 there. We'll see how it goes. I put them in order the way I would play them. The third leg, which is your 8th race, I'm going 12, 1, 5, 7. And I'm also tossing in the 6, just in case there for a little price. Remember, you got to throw a couple little prices in there. They got to be at least 15-1, 12-1, or better, of course. You got to, so you can make some decent money. And then the 4th leg, we got the which is the 9th race, is 3, 5, 2. Going with 3 horses there. And then the final leg, the 10th race, I'm going with my 4 picks, the 3, 1, 8, 10. And here's the rest of the races there. 7th race, my picks are 3, 10, 5, 2. In that order, trifecta with the 3, 10 on top of, 3, 10, 5, 2, 13. And then on top of 3, 10, 5, 2, 13, and 7. The 8th race, I like 12, 1, 5, 7. The try is 12, 1 over the 12, 1, 5, 7, 6. Over the 12, 1, 5, 7, 6. Ninth race, just do an exacta box. I think those are the two best horses, period. The odds are not going to be super great. I'm just trying to make a little money here to cover or play for other pick threes or anything else, or my next try I'm going to bet. So I'm doing 3, 5, 2, 1. That's how I think they're going to come in. And I'm just doing the exacta box 3, 5. In the 10th race, 3, 1, 8, 10. I'm just going to box all three of them. I'm not going to play around on that at all. So why not? You know, there's might be a little bit of a price there or something like that. So that's what we have. Hopefully we hit this pick 5 this weekend. We've been hitting a lot of 4 out of 5s, but you know what? You got to keep on trying and swing for the fences, and you got to do it. So until next week, let's go and get those winners, and I'll see ya.